All right, we are back with another reading. I have a mic today, so hopefully you guys can hear me a little better. We're experimenting here. Queen of Wands is starting off on the bottom of the deck. This is joy. This is following your passion. This is, I heard you have entered into a new era, or you are entering into a new era. The Hierophant. Yeah, this is interesting. This is okay. They're just saying just shuffle. Don't try to interpret yet. Just shuffle. Okay. Knight of Wands. This is very quick moving energy here. Um, Knight of Wands is, I'm hearing like action and adventure. Things are shifting and they're going to be different. I'm hearing like, okay, burnout is here. The end of a cycle, the end of an era, closing out a chapter and opening up a new one. There's been a lot of uncertainty here. We have the moon and we have the Ace of Swords reversed. There's a lot of like, I just heard, I know I'm going somewhere, but I don't know where I'm going. I just heard like I'm lost. I'm seeing like you're walking, but you can't see the path. Um, Queen of Pentacles reverse. It's and yeah, it's been hard. There's been, I'm hearing even like financial loss as well as financial constraints. And I just heard like, when is it going to come? When is like the happiness part start? When does it get easier? 2 through 4 on my timer as I said that. Um, with the Two of Swords and the Hierophant, I'm hearing like you are being blindly led by the divine here. I feel like a lot of you watching this have just decided some time ago, that's what I'm hearing, that you were going to just trust, that you were going to let whatever happens, and like you were just going to trust that the divine was leading you down the right path to the right thing. 313 at my timer as I said that. Ooh, so I'm sorry. Yeah. And they're saying your trust wasn't misplaced. It's taking you a bit to get here. I'm like disappointments. I'm seeing someone like get back up, take a couple steps, and like kind of being knocked back down again. Like your journey has a 3, 4, 5, so many ascending numbers. Your journey here has not been easy by any means. High Priestess, though, you chose to believe in something bigger than you, and Ten of Pentacles, it is going to pay off in a big, magnificent way. We're all on different parts of our journey, and it's going to resonate with each person differently, right? But because you chose to put your faith in the divine, again, we have the Two of Wands and the Hierophant right here, like right at the bottom of the deck underneath the High Priestess. Like you chose to put your faith in something so much bigger than you, and it's going to pay off. I've been hearing all morning, it is time for you to believe in miracles again. It's time for us, meaning the divine, the spirits, to show you that there is something bigger than you. I feel like while you have been waiting, you have the devil card underneath here, you have been letting go of a lot. Letting go of a lot. Um, a lot of insecurities. I'm hearing, also hearing codependency. Also weird. I don't know. This might resonate with someone. My eyes are being drawn to his hand, and it kind of looks like it's doing this. So like, Star Trek might be a little significant for you. Um, anyways, you have you've decided to come back to yourself and pour back into yourself instead of pouring into these other things that were so unsatisfying for you, that weren't really giving you back what you needed or what you wanted. um, and I feel what I'm hearing is no one else is taking care of me right now, so I need to take care of me. And whether you consciously made that decision or not, or were forced into making that decision, it it's it is paying off, even if you can't see it right now. Um, Worries about money are coming through a lot right now. I'm hearing don't worry. Easier said than done. Easier said than done. I'm hearing to also lay your burdens at the feet of whoever you talk to in the spirit, whether that's ancestors, um, deities, God, spirit, whoever you talk to, lay those burdens down at their feet and continue to do so. I'm hearing like this is kind of a two-way street thing. Like keep that relationship open, and you're gonna be surprised. I can't show you that full card. The sun was just like laying out on my table and I didn't even realize. You're going to be surprised at the good that can come out with that. Interesting. The Eight of Cups and the Reverse Knight of Swords have been coming up for a lot of people in a lot of like the mini readings lately. And I just got something new for that. I'm hearing you're letting go of your need to explain yourself, or you've let go of the need to explain yourself all the time. You've decided like not everyone's going to understand. And that's okay. That is what it is. And because you have done all of this work here, I'm looking at all the cards that like we just went over. You've made all of those decisions. You've let go of so many things that were holding you back. Again, willingly or or unwillingly, you are receiving so many opportunities that align with your truth and with your purpose in return. And I feel like some of you know what your purpose is right now. Some of you are maybe asking, what is my purpose? And I'm hearing like that's for you to discover on your path. It comes when you don't expect it, that's for sure. And I just heard like I will give you the opportunity when you're ready. So those exact words. I'm hearing you can't see the outcome yet, stop. Shut up. You can't see the outcome yet, and you're not supposed to, but they want me to start here. We have the Four of Wands, Six of Pentacles, and the Star. Even though you can't see, that doesn't mean that the divine isn't working in your favor to bring you happiness. This, I'm hearing, for some of you, this could be also like moving, a new home, a new living situation. We also have the Star under here that I can't show you the full card of, which is hopes, dreams, aspirations. I'm hearing like, we hear it all. We hear it all. Even when you think we aren't listening. That's interesting. Okay. Mm-hmm. It's not always going to be a fight. Some of you really need to start going with the flow more. 11:23 on my timer as I said that. You need to go with the flow more, and you need to, interesting. I'm hearing for some of you, stop seeking external validation. And I feel like, again, I feel like for a lot of you, like that, especially with the Five of Swords here, like I feel like that's a battle that you have overcome, or that you are working on overcoming, is seeking validation outside of yourself. I mean, like some people just won't understand. They're never going to understand. So why burden yourself with that, is what I'm hearing. Why? Okay. Why stress yourself out about the people who are never going to understand? 1, 2, 3, 4 on my timer. And we also have the World in reverse. Like when you get close to something big, and you know, each part of the journey has its ebbs and flows, right? But when you get close to something big, that's when the stresses and the anxieties increase, which I know seems counterintuitive. I guess they want me to tell you what I've been recently going through. 2 weeks ago ish, maybe 3 weeks ago, in 1 week, our air conditioning unit broke. It was still like 90 degrees outside, and we have a toddler, and I'm pregnant. And then a couple days after that, I was diagnosed with gestational diabetes. And then a couple weeks later, all of a sudden, this channel has blown up way farther than I ever thought. Right before I got engaged in 2017, my dad passed away really suddenly. And is it always going to be like actual death? No, but those are just like a couple of examples. Like things get bad before they like suddenly randomly turn around. And again, life always is going to have its ebbs and flows. Like life, Five of Wands in reverse just came out. Like life is never without conflict. But that doesn't mean it's not going to be worth it on the other side, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing your trials and tribulations weren't for nothing. You were being, you will be divinely led the whole time. It was just 8:38 on my clock the entire time. I'm hearing to something bigger than you. I'm hearing like, you don't think we would forget you, do you? You don't think we would just let you sit there in that shitty situation? You've chosen something else. You you weren't happy where you were, so you chose something else. I'm also hearing to stop dwelling on the things of the past because, again, collective reading. So I'm getting a lot of messages at once. I'm getting they can't hurt you anymore. I'm getting those things, people, places cannot come with you. Interesting. I'm also getting you don't know how far you've actually come. You may be feeling, you may be getting caught up in the monotony of the day to day, is what I'm hearing. And you also can't see the bigger picture. You also can't, you don't have the map. So you can't see where you are on the map. And you don't realize that you're closer than you actually think. So this is now we're looking forward here in this reading because we've come across the Three of Wands. Um, Emotional fulfillment and rebirth. Interesting. I'm so sorry. I'm hearing like clarity. Clarity comes at a cost. Clarity comes at a price. And sometimes you don't always need to know what happened and why it happened the way it did. Um, I'm hearing some things are just a little bit more painful than you really need to know. Okay, that was for someone. I hope that helps someone. But back to the cards. Queen of Swords and the Star. You moving forward, keep in mind that you standing in your truth and speaking your truth and saying your truth and living in that is what is bringing you closer to your hopes and dreams, closer to your manifestations. Every time you choose that path, every time you're getting closer. And again, is the rest of your journey going to be without a little conflict? No, not necessarily. But the conflict is bringing more balance. You may be balancing a lot right now. You may be juggling a lot right now. Things may be a little chaotic. But again, they're saying don't feed into the chaos. That's weird. I just heard like abject removal. Okay, I think they're wrapping it up, which is interesting. I'm hearing, although things are uncertain right now, every time you choose your passions, you choose yourself, you choose to believe in something bigger than you, the closer you get to your reward, the closer you get to your victory. And I'm hearing the faster it comes in. the more you let go of the chaos, the more you let go of the control, of the needing to know every single detail, the easier this process becomes, and the more quicker things can flow towards you. Okay. Don't get so caught up in your brain that you forget to live your life. Um, I mean, for someone needs to hear, like, the spirits have had their time, and now it's time for you to enjoy yours as much as you can. So focus more on the enjoyment rather than the conflict, which is not always easy to do. And some days, honestly, it gets the best of us all. I'm hearing, though, you are getting there. You're closer than you think. My eyes just keep getting drawn to the judgment card that's still sitting on my desk. You're closer than you think you are. And you need to interesting. You need to recognize that you are more powerful than you think you are. You never know how quickly your life can change. Um, I love you so much. If you would like to book a reading with me, you can do so through the link in my bio, but I will see you next time.